The sport of basketball was invented in 1891 by Canadian Dr. James Naismith and is now the second most popular team sport in the world. We had the opportunity to cover some basketball this morning as Team Alaska takes on Team Nunavut in men's basketball. Let's head to the courts. We're coming to you from Ecole McTavish School as Team Alaska in white, visitor on the scoreboard, takes on Team Nunavut in red, home on the scoreboard. Talking to head coach Matt Peterson for Team Nunavut, or Matt Peterson for Team Alaska. He's handcuffed because he has 4 8th graders on the team. And you look at Team Nunavut, coached by Will Dunko, he has 3 19-year-olds on the team. So Team Nunavut has the age factor, much older. And Team Alaska, very young once again with 3 14-year-olds. Jacob Nunyak bringing up the ball, and the outside shot is off by Jaden Matsekok. Bringing up control, J-Rez Newholm, number 6. And the first basket of the game, downtown Freddie Brown for Lane Schuerch. Good man-to-man defense. The block by number 4, Cale Erickson. He's a scorer on the team, Cale Erickson. He had 23 points, 19 points, and 8 points in the 3 games so far. Team Alaska lost to Northwest Territories 91-69. They lost to the Yukon 71-55. And Team Alberta North beat Team Alaska 90-40. So Team Alaska has been outscored 84-54 on average, while Team Nunavut comes into the game with losses to Team Yukon 78-57 and Team Northwest Territory 86-60, and they've been outscored on average in their 2 games 82-58. Inbounding the ball right now is Lane Schuerch. Good control by Diego Kinkikuk. Team Alaska leading 1 minute, 20 seconds into the first period on a 3-pointer. Tashinga Chikanza working the ball around. Tashinga also an excellent volleyball player as he played in the Canada Summer Games. Team Alaska doing quite well in the opening. Schuerch, 14 years of age, bringing the ball up court, looking for the 3-pointer outside. Nice drive inside. And the skill by Team Alaska, and a reach-in foul called. Will Donko, the coach of Team Nunavut, played his basketball at St. FX University, wearing the famous St. X ring. Zone defense by Team Alaska. 7 on the shot clock. Fans calling out the time for them. Shot clock violation, the first of the game. First shot clock violation of the game is called on Team Nunavut. Full court pressure. Team Nunavut broken easily. Outside look by Cale Erickson. Cale's second oldest player on the team at 18 years of age. Shot falls short. Jacob Nunyak with the rebound. Little shake and bake. Going to the lane, draws the foul. And Tefera Chikanzo will go to the line. He's the older brother of Tashinga Chikanzo. Tefera scored 27 points in their loss to Team Northwest Territories 86-60. Good crowd in attendance here at the Ecole McTavish High School. Stands 3/4 field. Team Nunavut on the scoreboard and rattles in the second. That was Tefera Chikanza. Gets the free throws. press. Once again, just talking to Matt Peterson, head coach for Team Alaska, they're kind of handcuffed with the situation with the Arctic Winter Games because all the high school players in Anchorage are in game season, so they really don't get a chance to try out for the team. And a lot of these players for Team Alaska are from small villages, so that's why you have a number of young players, 3 14-year-old players on the Team Alaska team, so by far the youngest team in the Arctic Winter Games. I remember in 1996 at the Eagle River Chugiak game, covering Team Alaska, and Carlos Boozer was on the team at that time. Missed layup by Tefera Chikanza. Colin Booth, who had 22 points in the opening game. Nice spin inside, and nothing but net for Cohen Booth. And according to Matt Peterson, Booth is nursing a sore ankle. Team Alaska up 5-2. 3 minutes and 30 seconds into the first period. No timeout yet. Matthew Beason, a 5'9" guard, into the game for Team Nunavut. Ten on the shot clock. Good handle by Booth. Tall and lanky. And he's blocked by Tefera Chikanza. Shot clock reset. Shot clock called off. Tashinga Chikanza going up the court. Lex Klenenberg off on the three-pointer to get the rebound, pull it down. Good ball movement. Nice look at the hoop. That's a bit off by Chikanka. Team Alaska running. Good ball control, but he's inside the timbers. Draws the foul. Tingo Kingikuk draws the foul. He's 19 years old, 5'6". He's the court general for Team Alaska as they're up 5-2, nearly halfway through the first period. And talking to Will Donko, what's happened to Team Nunavut, last Thursday was the first time that they got together for practice. So that's the one downfall for Team Nunavut, not knowing who your teammate is. But a lot of them played for a Gilead. Lex Kangenberg holding the ball. Chikanzo, good behind the back dribble. Good look at the hoop. And that's off the mark by Biaslange. The ball once again goes to Kingikuk. He runs this offense. Low scoring first period. Team Alaska using the weave a lot, cutting off players. Good look at the hoop. That's short. And the rebound pulled by Klenenberg. Gets the rebound, pulls it down. Outside shot, that's off the hoop. Basket by Lex Klenenberg. He's from Cambridge Bay, standing 5'9". 6'4" in favor of Team Alaska in white. Will Donko, head coach for Team Nunavut, played at St. FX University, along with his wife, coach of Team Nunavut. Women also played at St. FX, and they were over showing their rings to my wife, who played basketball, and with her St. FX ring. So I think it's the second most popular ring in the world next to the Popes. Kingikuk's going to be there the entire game. He's the floor general. Well, I love the handle of Colin Booth. Colin Booth, he's only 14. This Booth kid, 14 years of age, tall and lanky, good handle on the ball. Keegan Nolan goes up strong. Nogan gets the basket. He's 17, 6'3". Tavera Chiconzo outside. Now, that was called a Hollywood shot. He did the three-pointer, took a three-point shot and watched it leave his hand. Now, if you know that ball's not going to go into the hoop, tell your teammates where it's, you know where it's going to go, off the left or right side of the hoop, so you can tell your teammates. Good ball movement by Nunavut. And he took the Greyhound, traveled with that ball. That was Tefera Chiconza. Team Alaska doubled up, 6 minutes gone in the first period, 8-4. Newhall, good handle. Still, this should be a basket, easy basket. And a walk-in basket by Matthew Belissange. Belissange, 5'9", from McGilliot. Iqaluit, I was mispronouncing that, from Iqaluit. A lot of these players from Iqaluit. Fadeaway. Chiconza looking up, little shake and bake. Nice little move, and good extension. And Booth pulls down that rebound. Man, whoever is going to coach is Cohen Booth. You have a gem with that young player, number 5. 14 years of age only, and good handle. There he is, nice. He showed dexterity with both hands, right and left hand. Still, Belissange, and draws the foul from Kinkikuk. Kinkikuk with the foul. That's his first of the game. Both teams have 3 fouls with 3:05 to go in the first period, far from being in bonus. Matthew Belissange to shoot 2. Drops in the first of 2. And off of the second. Good hustle by Donald Baker Spence to get that hoop by Spence. Into the game for Nunavut, Elijah Kilbook. Elijah Kilbook, when he comes back out, Iqaluit, he's from 6'3", but he's probably around 190, only 14 years of age. So if I was looking at both these rosters, the 2 kids I'd really be concentrating on for future play, just with their size. Well, just with his size right now at 14, Elijah Kilbook from Iqaluit, good size, good muscle, but the one kid really standing out, number 5 for Team Alaska, Cohen Booth, 6'2". He had 22 points in the opener, and he's nursing a ankle injury, but just really impressive out there for Booth. Team Alaska, 3 14-year-olds, and the reason they don't have a lot of older players or players from Anchorage is that they're in their season right now, in the high school season, so they have to look for players in smaller villages to come out and play, and players that may not be on a basketball team. So in a way, Team Alaska a bit handcuffed, but they're doing quite well now. They're only down 1, 9-8. And nothing but twine time for Donald Baker Spence. Full court pressure. Booth, nice handle. Loses the ball. Left hand shot off the rim. Rebound pulled down by Maxekar. Good defense. Played by Casey Stoops. Nunavut gets the basket, goes up 12-8. And this is where just the size, the age difference, and the athletic ability of Team Nunavut is taking the lead. Lane Serchuch. 3-pointer off the rim. Killibook with the last rebound. Downtown for Eddie Brown. Three-pointer by Lex Kleningberg. Booth bringing the ball up. Defensive chant goes up from the crowd for Team Nunavut. Team Nunavut starting to pull away 15-8. Kale Erickson, number 4, in for Team Alaska. Kale is the big gunner. He had 23-19 in the first 2 games and 8 points in the last. He's a scorer with a good shot from the three-point range. No pressure from Alaska. Basket counts, continuation. Liasange, strong drive to the hoop. Jacob Nunyak into the game, number 3. And his counterpart, number 3, comes Tiago Kinkikak. He's the floor general. He has 1 foul. So head coach Matt Peterson, who's been coaching since 1999. A little bit ball control, good ball handling by Team Alaska. Outside shot off. Masakok with the rebound. Masakok guarded closely. Looking inside, he has a man down low, number 6. Donald Baker-Spence was wide open. And the ball goes off of Seth Burke. Team Nunavut going with a 2-1-2 press. And downtown for Eddie Brown, three-pointer. Team Alaska. Little hesitation dribble. Travel ball. Jacob Nunyak dragged the right foot. Tashinga Chikanza back into the game. 5'5", excellent all-around athlete, also played in Canada Summer Games in the sport of volleyball. Booth looking on the outside. Nice drive, strong drive to the hoop by Taigo Kinkikak. Force pass inside. They're going to work the ball around the horn, kick it back out. Good look at the hoop. That's off the mark. Cohen Booth with the rebound, 15 seconds. The shot clock, game clock are not corresponding together. Shot clock now off. 3 seconds, crowd calling it out. And the shot off. And at the end of the first period, Team Nunavut over Team Alaska, 18-13. And now we're going to start the second period, 18-13, in favor of Team Nunavut over Team Alaska in white. Team Alaska, very young team, 3 14-year-olds on the side. And Team Nunavut, 3 19-year-olds, so a lot more experience in physical stature for Team Nunavut. But Team Alaska doing great on the mechanics of the game. Kick out, off the rim by Chikanza. Booth running the offense. Alaska's going to milk that clock. Nice look at the hoop, and that rims out. Oh, sky high was J-Rez Newhall. J-Rez lives on a small island, St. Lawrence Island, and the population just under 1,000. So this is a great experience for him coming to these games. Brings it back out. Chikanza nearly steps on the line. bit too far out. Shoots an air ball. Nunavut continuing with the 1-2-1 press. Wide open look at the hoop. That's off the rebound for Biensange. Alaska staying with the zone. Outside shot to Farah Chikanza, one of the two Chikanza brothers, playing for Team Nunavut. Nunavut in red, Alaska in white. Nice look at the hoop. Long rebound goes to Kinkikuk. Good kick out. I like him as a guard. He's a great court sense. Looking around, shot clock should have been reset. Well, it was reset. And a downtown Freddie Brown, three-pointers starting to rain threes. Kel Erickson, he had 19 points and 8 points in the last two games. Team Nunavut waiting their clock. Cutting off after the ball. Shots up, that's off. Alaska keeps the ball alive. Cohen Booth gets the ball stolen. Strong move, good extension to the hoop, and Booth gets the rebound. Team Alaska, just the ball mechanics of Team Alaska, knowing where to pass, knowing where to cut. But once again, very young, 3 14-year-olds. And, you know, so the other Nunavut team has players 4 or 5 years older than the Team Alaska. But just the mechanics of passing, they passed very well, Team Alaska. Timeout called by Nunavut. 21-16, they're up. A couple of facts about some of the Team Nunavut players. Seth Burke, 17-year-old from Iqaluit. He played in the movie The Grizzlies, about a lacrosse team. He played Johnny in that movie. Nathan Rhodes, number 7, his death in one ear, so in the right ear, so it shows everyone has handicaps, only some are visible. And Matthew Biensange, number 10, who's had a couple of nice drives to the hoop. In one game, he had 47 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals. So nice game to watch. A young team against the old team, and both teams down in the standings. Team of Wooded North doing quite well. Onto the court, number 1, Guy Goldsberry, a 13-year-old for Team Alaska. And he's a hunter. He hunts and fishes year-round in Alaska, and he shot his first deer when he was 8 years old. Now he's shooting hoops. Chikanza guarded closely by Rich. Good closeout defense. Case Guy Goldsberry bringing the ball. Defensive chant up for Team Nunavut. Wearing the headband, good fake, going to the hoop. And the ball is put up. Number 5, Elijah Killabuk. 6'3", probably around 190, only 14 years of age. The youngest player in Team Nunavut at the line. Oh, nice pass down the court. Three-point attempt, downtown, Freddie Brown. Kel Erickson, once again, the scorer, 23 points in the first game, 19 points in the second, 8 in the third. Head coach Matt Peterson said, that's my three-point shooter. And he drained a nice 3 from outside. The reverse. Biensange. Racky at the points. Farah Chikanza. draws the ball. None of it playing in spurts with the pressure, a couple steals, and comes up with 2 or 3 hoops and fouls. Cohen Booth back into the game for Team Alaska. Moving the ball around the horn, looking for that outside shot, and a 3-pointer. Downtown Freddie Brown to Farah Chikanza. And for the folks listening in, I have catchphrases for different sports, announcing for over 40 years. One in volleyball is bango for big time kill. And the one in basketball is Downtown Freddie Brown for the 3-pointer. The 3-pointer was a great shooter in the 70s. Freddie Brown for Seattle Supersonics. Tefera Chikanza at the line. This team up double digits. 5:36 to go till halftime. Off on the second. Rims out. Good ball rotation once again around the horn for Team Nunavut. Nunavut has the big man down low, Elijah Killabuk. Killabuk comes up for a high pick on Chikanza, kicks it back out to Rhodes. 10 on the shot clock. Shot clock down to 6. Good drive, extension, and the rebound. Cohen Booth just up strong. Alaska gets the basket. 31-23. Alaska staying within striking distance. Big European step. Biasange putting on a performance, and right back. Cohen Booth with a nice drive. Long strides to the hoop. And Booth playing on a hurt ankle. Rolls in the first of 2 free throws. Referees making sure the players are copacetic on the lines. FIBA, a lot different than NBA or NCAA rules. One of the things in FIBA I like to see is, in FIBA, if I pass you the ball and you catch it and you're fouled on your shot attempt, when you go to the free throw line, and you make a free throw, you get the assist for that. So that's a huge difference between FIBA and college and NBA. Very important to have those pads up at the end wall. I was in a tournament back in the 1970s where they didn't have the pads, and unfortunately a player went into the wall and it was a fatal. So the safety of the players, very important. Tefera Chikanza on his second attempt. Rattles that out. Keegan Nolan on the boards. Has to watch for back over, and they handle that. 33-25. Nice hang time in the air. Nunavut pushing it up the court. And Tashinga Chikanza draws the foul. Tashinga will go to the line to shoot 2. His team up 8 points. No, he's shooting 2. And Chikanza will be shooting 2. Lex Klenenberg into the game, number 11 for Nunavut, coached by Will Donka. Not go. First of two. Good crowd in attendance. Great crowds at all these Arctic Winter Games. Wood Buffalo 2023 Arctic Winter Games coming to you from Fort McMurray, Alberta, the regional municipality of Wood Buffalo. I'm Curtis J Phillips. Having the opportunity for 41 years to cover sports locally and also recognized as Canada's basketball historian as we're creating a new Canadian Basketball Hall of Fame. Look at the hoop, that's off the mark. None of it pushing it. That's off, and that's up into the hoop. Good shot. I thought that was going just in the air. It didn't look like it had the proper rotation. Drops the ball in. And there's the age. Lane Schuerch, 14. And Cohen Booth, also 14. Number 2, number 5. And they're just 14-year-olds against 19-year-olds, and they're both getting a bit upset. But very mature playing right now. Shots off. It'll be a blocking foul called on Nathan Rhodes. Cale Erickson took a bit of a hit. None of it, one away from bonus. That's only the second team foul on Team Nunavut. He'll have a good look at the hoop. Downtown Freddie Brown. Cale Erickson. He's drained a couple threes. It's raining threes here at Ecole McTavish. 2:35 to go till half. Oh, good hustle. Ball's taken away. Chikanza gives it up to his younger brother, Kashinga, so some brotherly love there, passing each of the balls. Full court pressure still. Team Alaska, dangerous lob pass. And they get it across with time to spare. Fall away, off the mark. Oh, big time block. In your face. Keegan Nolan gets a solid block. Big man inside, kicks it back out. Good look at the hoop, quick release. Quick release by Lex Klenenberg. Tashinga Chikanza with the steal. And Klenenberg will be called for the reach. They're safe, only 3 team fouls. Team Alaska has to be careful because they're in the bonus. Alaska patient with the ball, milking the clock right now. They got 12 on the shot clock still. Donald Baker Spence along with Jacob Nunyak, number 3 and 6 into the game for Team Nunavut. 10 on the shot clock. Nice floater Off the backboard. Just hung in the air. Great fundamentals. Quick release off the mark. Keegan Nolan, coast to coast steal and basket by Keegan Nolan. Basket counts. Clock is still running. Clock was at 52 seconds. The clock was at 52 seconds and they let it run. Well, 4 seconds, that's not really much of a matter. Number 9, Jade Mack-Saycock back into the game. Good rotation on the ball. Oh, just off the bit. 13-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Nice fake, gets some paratrooper, pass inside. A bit too many. 3-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Nice look at the hoop, good rotation. Downtown, Freddie Brown. Guy Goldsberry, 13-year-old. Offensive charge. 6.4 seconds remaining in the first half. And that's the end of the first half, and the final score in the game would be Nunavut hitting the century mark 100 and Alaska 82. The unofficial 21st sport for these Wood Buffalo 2023 Arctic Winter Games is the sport of pin trading. Here are some of the results from Thursday, February 2nd, 2023 for the 2023 Wood Buffalo Arctic Winter Games. Results for Arctic sports in 1-foot high kick junior male and kneel jump. In women's ice hockey, Alberta North beat Alaska 8-0. Northwest Territories needed 3 sets to beat Nunavut in women's volleyball 25-12, 25-8, and 25-17. In other women's volleyball, Greenland went 4 against Yukon 25-15, 25-18, 19-25, and 25-23. In men's volleyball, Alaska beat Nunavut 20-25, 25-18, and 15-12, while Alberta North beat Yukon 25-9, 25-11. It is said that a photo is worth 1,000 words. With that in mind, photographers of these Wood Buffalo 2023 Arctic Winter Games are worth more than 1 million words. And here are some of the amazing captures from the world of amateur sport.
Mike DeRozier here, franchisee and operator of our local Mr. Mite. Proud to be majority Indigenous owned and operated. We're thrilled to welcome the participants and the supporters of the Arctic Winter Games to our community. Wishing everyone the very best of luck.